Mr. Hickman,
Present.
Vice Chairman Koss,
Present.
Chairman Ripka.
Present. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please read agenda item number 3 into the record.
Approval of the motion summary for the meeting held August 14th, 2019, as recorded and transcribed.
Okay, I'm assuming everybody's read it in advance. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes as recorded and transcribed? I shall make a motion to approve the minutes as recorded and transcribed. Do I hear a motion?
Second.
For a second? All right, so we have a motion by Mr. Ripka, second by Mr. Hickman. And roll call on that?
Mr. Hickman,
Aye.
Vice Chairman Koss,
Abstain.
Chairman Ripka.
Aye. All right, the motion passes. Read agenda item number 4 into the minutes, please, or into the record.
Update of the police sergeant promotional list.
So if my records are correct, I think the last time we had a police sergeant promotional list was, I think back in May 3rd of 2017. And it had an early expiration date of January 6th of 18, and I think we extended it for 6 months through July. So I'm assuming that's dead and gone. Now, at our last meeting, we talked about revisions to the process, and we adopted those revisions. And you've gone through the oral interview, and you took the top 6 and sent them on to the assessment center, so we have a new list. Is that pretty much correct?
That is correct.
All right, Chief, you have the floor.
What you said.
Alrighty, okay.
Actually, this is the culmination here in front of you of the process to date. So we did the oral interviews and started the assessment center. We had 5 candidates start the assessment center. One dropped out at the assessment center, which left us with 4. All 4 passed the assessment center, so they are presented and ranked on the list in front of you. After this list is presumably certified, then I will have the ability to interview the top 3, and we are discussing what type of assessment that they will go through as a developmental tool prior to that interview.
How many appeared for oral interview?
5.
Okay, 5 came in, and throughout the process, 4 came out. So with the improvement so far, you pretty happy with what we did?
I am. I like the assessment center process a lot better. What I will do once we're all through with this process is talk to everyone who was in it and get their feedback. I did talk to the one officer who dropped out, and he had a favorable opinion of it. He thought it was a better process than the previous one he'd been through. He just dropped out for his own personal reasons.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so you have 1 full-time permanent vacancy left, and that's the sergeant's position, and you're in a position to go ahead and fill that once you finish your final assessment.
That's correct.
Okay. Any further questions? Alrighty. Okay, do I hear a motion to adopt the promotion list as presented?
I'll move to adopt.
All right, do I hear a second?
Second.
A move by Mr. Koss, second by Mr. Hickman. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hickman,
Aye.
Vice Chairman Koss,
Aye.
Chairman Ripka.
Aye. Okay, no public here today, so there goes that. Committee comments. This is where I was going to thank Mr. Hickman for bringing Rutherford B. Hayes home. So I missed Friday, but I heard it was fantastic.
Do we have other folks there Friday?
It was.
What do you think?
That's great.
Yeah. Thank you.
Very nice.
That's good. I think everybody in the city's indebted to you guys to do that and follow it all the way through.
Well, I'll tell you something. On the team, Frank Hickman was the new young rookie here in town, because we just moved back 3 years ago. What a marvelous group of people. There really were, and it's across the length and breadth of this town, people were represented, and so much talent. And Bill Reitz, who came on just a little over a year ago as a leader, because that whole idea had languished for about 3 years before it came to fruition. But with Reitz in the leadership position, he's a retired teacher and swimming coach, still greatly involved, made all the difference in the world. And at the end of the day, you've got a mission, and you need someone to lead you to it, and he did. And it was delightful. It was a lot of fun. And it wore me out over the last year. But there were a couple of highlights. We had some really big donors that made it possible. and you can read their names over here on the plaque, number 1, number 2. It took 7 months, but we were able to bring Ambassador Manuel Caceres in
I read
from
about that.
Paraguay.
Yeah.
There would be no, basically, there would be no country of Paraguay today if it had not been for the actions of President Rutherford B. Hayes in about 1877. They got their statue 100 years ago. They have a state named Hayes. I have a brand new national soccer team jersey. The name of the team is Hayes. Okay?
Wow.
And we know that outside in Latin America, soccer's fairly popular, right? So all in all, it was just a joyous affair, and I'm glad you all enjoyed it, and it looks pretty doggone good there on the corner. So thank you for that.
And that's why downtown Delaware and Delaware City is one of the great places to
Amen.
live in.
Amen.
So another award is bestowed on the city, and I think that's fantastic too. Because if you take a look at that wall outside, it's accumulating decorations. You know, so when I first came here, there's like 1 or 2, and now there's quite a few of them out there. So
Right.
that's just fantastic.
The plans are, for phase 2, the plans are in the offing right now for next year on the 4th of October, which is Hayes' birthday, or thereabouts. The ambassador wants to come back
Oh, wow.
because he has something in store for the city.
That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
International contacts, Ian.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Great. So October is Fire Prevention Month, and I've been reading a couple things that were a little depressing, but in terms of the firefighters, there was a response of 200 firefighters on a big apartment complex up in New York City, and 9 firefighters were injured, most of them with life-sustaining injuries, which is not good. And there was another firefighter down in South Carolina who was just stopping to help an accident victim, and they got hit by a semi-truck and died on the scene. So thoughts and prayers go out to them. So do we have any follow-up questions or comments from the commission members here? If not, then we can adjourn. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second here.
All right, roll call that.
Mr. Hickman?
Aye.
Vice Chairman Koss?
Aye.
Chairman Ripko?
Aye. This mission and meeting is adjourned. Thank you.